It's Behind the Counter podcast right here on Instant Games TV. Welcome on in. It is February 23rd. We are live here. It's February vacation. It's the classic every time we start.
He's being cool.
It's not his fault. But it's just like, it's a snowstorm today, so we open, at 11 o'clock, and it's been quiet all day. And of course, the minute we go live, it's like everyone and their brother wants to come in. Did he just walk out? Another guy walked in, right?
I didn't see him. No, I don't think so.
So, so we're back at it. When's the last time we were on here?
It was a good few weeks ago.
I can't remember. It's been so long.
It hasn't been that long.
Maybe a month.
Maybe 82 years.
How long?
82 years.
That's a little excessive. But, so not much going on new around here. Doing a lot of Lego City stuff.
Yep.
Doing a lot of online stores that maybe we'll talk about in a little bit. Doing some repairs that we can talk about in a little bit. All right, what else is going on around here?
Well, first, let's start with how's the Peepsy?
The Peepsy, is that what it's called?
It's
actually not bad. It's definitely a little strange.
yeah.
Want to take a little waft, Dan?
No.
It tastes a lot like that Coca-Cola Starlight that came out last year.
Mm. Yeah, I like that sugar cookie tasting one.
Yeah.
I think it's better than that one, but not by much.
Looks disgusting.
Well, how does that look disgusting just based on the can?
Well, I hate Peeps in general.
It's understandable.
Mixing it, there's certain things you just don't mix with a beverage, and Peeps isn't one of them.
Its concept isn't that absurd.
It's just extra sugar.
It's like putting marshmallows in hot chocolate.
That shouldn't be mixed together.
What?
That's just absurd. They go together since day one.
Yeah.
Like whipped cream, not marshmallow.
They come in that little packet.
Yeah, the little-
When you pour it in, there's little dehydrated marshmallows in there.
No, I meant the soda part.
Oh, okay.
True.
There's certain things
This
in
is
that,
absurd.
Diet Coke with lemon, Diet Coke with lime. I can even go cherry Coke, but Peeps Pepsi, come on. There's a fine
It's for
line
fun.
to be drawn,
It's
and
for
that's where,
Easter.
and that's
coming
where
up.
it is.
It's a little Easter treat.
Easter's the best time of year. That's the time of year I eat.
What's next? Jelly Bee Sprite? I mean,
Steve
Probably.
would try it.
I
So
would
would I.
I mean, what's next? I mean, come on.
Jelly bean Sprite's not too far out of the ordinary.
Hershey
See,
Coke.
now you should probably be hired for these companies because that's literally something they would probably do.
Yeah.
No.
What's next, Dan? Give us a hint of what's next soda-wise. Jelly bean Sprites, best you got.
No, I mean, really? If you're coming up with Peeps, you can come up with anything. I mean, I just don't understand the reasoning. Why not? I'd rather... So out of all the candies they decided to do, they decided to go with Peeps?
Yeah.
Why not Skittles?
Now,
Could've sworn
who
Skittles-
owns Peeps?
That's a very good question.
And said, did they have to have a license to have it Peep flavor? It has officially Peeps on it.
Man, well, you looked that up. We should have gotten help.
There is a jumbo rainbow peep at Build-A-Bear for $75. It is the same company that does Just Born Inc. They do Mike and Ike's, Hot Tamales, Goldenbergs, Peanut Chews.
Mike and Ike owns them?
No,
That
it's the
could
same
be
company.
not a bad beverage.
What?
Now, Pepsi is with Mountain Dew, right?
Yeah.
There's Pepsi is just Pepsi.
No, Pepsi owns Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
A Mike and Ike flavored Mountain Dew.
Okay, here's the reason why I
Would
don't
you
think
eat, wait one sec. What's that hot tamale flavored Mountain Dew?
No.
They did have the
That's
that
Dan's favorite candy.
stupid Cheetos or hot Cheeto flavored Mountain Dew.
Ooh.
It was. It's good. It'll be good in mixed drinks, like a nice margarita or something.
Hot tamales you could do. I think the reason why they went with Peeps, it's one flavor.
Yeah.
Skittles is multiple flavors.
So if you do that, you just picture what all of them crumpled up at once in your mouth tastes like.
That's a little hard to do, I think.
They do have Mike and Ike flavored Peeps. And Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps.
Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps.
Yeah,
So it's a
they're
back and forth
Kefir.
relationship.
Again, why mess with the formula from Dr. Pepper?
They're working together.
Oh, no,
It's
Peeps.
the opposite. The Peeps are flavored like Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
They're
What?
doing back and forth. There's Peeps now that are flavored like Dr. Pepper.
Oh, no.
Have you ever had Dr. Pepper out of a can?
That's one of my top sodas.
I actually just had one the other day, and I couldn't remember the last one I've had one out of like an actual can. It was pretty moist.
In fact, when I have to go to a soda and it's not Diet Coke, my go-to is Dr. Pepper.
I'm simple.
Root beer.
I like Dr. Pepper.
Now, what kind of root beer? Because there's Barks, there's Mug, and there's A&W.
What kind of root beer are?
There's one root beer, that's it. Can you guess which one?
Is it A&W?
It's one and three you just said, but...
It's Barks.
No.
It better not be Mug.
Is it Mug?
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Why is that?
That's swill.
Mug is like
It's the flattest mountain or root beer there is.
Yeah. Barks has the
Its
bug.
flavor isn't bad.
A&W is classic.
I will unfortunately say that Badlands Chugs has weighed in on the matter, and he is a mug man.
Who?
Badlands Chugs.
Who's that?
The guy that chugs also, he's like Steve. Steve's alter ego. You can type it in if you want.
I don't know. I don't care to.
He drinks a bunch of stuff out of like a boot like that big. Never alcohol or anything, but
It's partially the reason why I sent to the group chat a couple cups that I want to get specially designed for when I drink stuff out on my set.
he actually drank a whole boot of Pilk recently. And he said he liked it. So.
Sounds
Can't
pretty
be too
disgusting.
hard.
It's easier than doing one of Pepsi, I would imagine. Or Mountain Dew.
All that carbonation.
What are you doing? Are you looking them up?
No. Looking up
Come on.
weirdest soda flavors throughout the years.
He's one of the most jolly guys you'll ever find on the internet.
His content is pretty much unarguable with pure wholesomeness.
Yep.
These are some
Other
of the-
than the beans.
These are some of the weirdest soda flavors that have ever existed. Celery flavored soda.
Could be a nice, crisp, refreshing taste.
Bubble gum.
I actually would like
Bubba
that.
Bubba.
What kind of? Is it just bubblegum soda, or is it like bubblegum Mountain Dew, bubblegum?
Just bubblegum soda.
I know you can get like with Five Below and FY. You had that Ramoon soda.
Ramoon?
Yeah.
Like ramen?
Sort of. It's I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but it's Ramoon. It's the ones with like the little the ball things. You pop
Pumpkin
the top
pie.
Out, and then you just take the top and just pop it in. The ball falls in, and it's
That's kind of cool.
some good sodas. We have like melon flavor. Five Below has a bunch.
Where I draw the line is the spicy sodas.
Pumpkin pie. Oh, it's disgusting. Pumpkin pie.
I can see that being good.
It's like a pumpkin latte from Dunkin'.
Tree bark. Black garlic. Onion,
Tree bark.
Bacon. Salty watermelon. Buffalo wings.
Salty
ranch
watermelon.
dressing, dirt. Mustard. Peanut butter
Dirt.
jelly. Curry.
Curry could be.
Peanut and
Pickle
mustard.
juice. White fungus bird's nest. Strawberry and milk. Butter.
Are you just reading off that one website that has like the mustard soda and?
And no.
Steve's like, I know
And
this
and the
site.
number one, turkey and gravy.
That sounds.
A horrible drink if it's soda.
This
could be
Jones soda was made in a limited edition drink for the holidays back in 2003. Right,
Don't
Jones
you dare
soda.
endorse that, Steve.
I don't know who Jones soda is, but
They got green apple, sugar cookie, and key lime pie right now.
Oh, those ones sound good.
Can't remember what that the mustard flavor soda was. I was looking into it one day.
Did you guys end up trying that?
The mustard soda? It was awful.
Did you finish it?
No. Lester's Fixins, that's what it is.
Lester.
I have... I can't wait for it to come back up in Lake George. So they have bacon, buffalo wing, peanut butter jelly, ranch dressing,
for what?
soda.
Who does this?
Ranch dressing
Lester's
soda.
Fixins. They have a store up in Lake George that's open during the summertime.
Dan was saying he'd literally rather be dead before he tried this. I think I would literally rather be dead before having ranch flavored soda.
I will have to give it a try.
Where's Lester's Fixins?
Find it. Lake George. Rocket Fizz is the company that sells it. I don't know where, but
Yikes.
I'll look into it and I'll come back with bacon soda with chocolate and maple syrup.
So what do we have? We have the Dansbury going on. A lot of city drama the last couple of weeks.
There's a lot of fucking cloak and dagger before the episode of something you can't tell me. So want to get on?
No,
with
Steve was presenting something to the mayor of Dansbury, and I told him to wait for the show.
Presentation time. I wrote up a formal letter requesting housing in Dansbury. Small little apartment, nothing too big. I shall read this letter. Dear Dan, howdy, it's me, ya boy. I would like to seek housing inside the lovely city of Dansbury. This formal request comes from the knowledge that two warring generals also have living quarters inside of the city. I will live a quiet life inside of the city and only commit steals outside of the city walls. Thank you for your time and consideration for this humble request. Steve.
First of all, I'm not a warring general.
Well,
I'm just a general.
But you
I have not engaged in any wars yet.
You have with Nico.
That was a while ago, and everyone's slapped Nico around by now.
You have with me.
What have I done with you?
We had battle back in the day.
We've had a very successful business relationship where I got glass windows, and I've stayed out of wars.
You stole Ash.
And Katie.
Ash came with me willingly. I stole Katie.
Were you battling with TJ for a while?
Me and TJ have been actually surprise allies so far. See?
I have no bad blood with anyone in the city.
Steve says quiet life. He's been arming armies for the past month and a half, 2 months.
I can't confirm or deny that. However,
Essentially, the deal took place without your knowledge. I could have got the army from anywhere.
No, Steve's been building you up over there.
however, the offer was originally for you to have a clone army, and you said no, so I had to take my business elsewhere.
So my counter offer to live in Dansbury is I will give you a plot of land, which is a whole square, next to Nico's land. You can build whatever you want to build on it.
It's only one small square, Steve.
That's a plot of land.
Nico got 2.
No, it didn't. Yeah, a plot and a half. You'll get a plot and a half. A plot and a half. Because the plot will tie in with the other one that Nico has. Okay? And you can do whatever you want. In exchange, I want all armies, vehicles, and figures that you've given to other people, recall back. Your Cloak and Dagger army, or your Star Wars wannabes, or the Halo Spartans, the airship, everything that you've given off on the black market and the behind the door scenes, they all must be retrieved back, and you can have a plot of land in the city. Because then that will really make it you've had a quiet life in the city.
None of my deals have taken place inside of the city. Every deal has taken place outside, either
Doesn't matter.
on my
Dansbury,
plot, on Mike's plot.
Dansbury's aware of all situations in and around its orbit.
But it didn't take place in your thing. That's like if 2 countries in Europe made a deal, we'd know about it. But
Yeah, but when they come and they arrive in here, you did business outside, and now you're trying to get into our world. There's some rules and regulations.
Steve, all you had to do is just claim a spot. You don't have to ask for a spot in the city.
I'm trying to do
Nico got a plot of land after he built a building.
After
Mike
all the building we've done.
Mike
One could say me and Steve are the top builders.
Yeah.
Mike has seized property that he's had right now until the day comes when that property gets redeveloped and he's out.
I will not be out of that development. Not without a heavy price. If Steve wants to take his army, he could do so. Because you are trying to make us battle, but you might get caught in some stray battle and stray bombs.
I'm
in the
not
future.
getting in the middle of anybody. I'm simply outlining what the protocols are going to be.
Well, my plan is, and how I see this, as the local gun runner here, I want to make all sides happy. Nico has a few droids. Mike has the Spartans and the
Elites.
And the clone troopers.
And spaceships. And
Be that as it may, I've helped TJ with Crane in his operations. I see one more side to ally with.
and what do I get out of this?
I offered a clone army, and you said
See,
no.
what you tell him is that he gets peace from you,
Yeah.
and you won't become a troll in the city.
Yep.
No, or I'm going to keep you outside the city because everything you've done already is already trolling. You give Mike a huge army.
That price is too heavy for just a simple plot and a half of land for a betrayal that big.
I don't even
You
want
have to give
plot
him a
and
whole
half land.
tower.
I just want a little apartment.
You have to give him a skyscraper for that sort of betrayal.
I'm giving him a plot of land, which is the size of the skyscraper in Dansbury right now. The skyscraper's on the same amount of land that I'm giving you.
Except you want him to betray his boy and the sand people in the
What
process.
transpires for you two outside of his, that's up to you guys. I'm not in the middle of that. I'm simply saying, here's what the requirements are to be in Dansbury.
Well,
You must relieve yourself for all backdoor dealings that you did.
I'll give him back to you in 48 hours, Steve, after I've laid waste to the city. And you can have the house in the ashes of what was once Dansbury.
What other stipulations are there?
That's it.
So all current and previous dealings.
All stuff that you gave away needs to be sent back.
Okay. Current and previous dealings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Just got the droid constructs.
Nice.
Oh, perfect. You leave right there.
Now, where's a pen? Do we have a pen?
By the way, that's our repair tech.
Yep.
We'll talk about our new repair service in a little bit. What are you looking for?
A pen.
For what?
Just a pen. Current and previous dealings.
Prices went up now.
I didn't think he's going to go through all of it, right?
Okay.
Can you not cancel him?
You have to turn them actually off.
We're stuck going through the whole thing.
So, yes, you're calling all my people back. And I'll get a plot and half
Yeah, you
away.
might as well wait for this to go through.
Yeah. Dates.
Mike!
At 5:33 p.m. All right. I'll make a recall of all. You have to sign
There's
All
no,
my-
there's no funny business here, Steve.
all of my previous and current dealings.
And name them off.
Army, Nico's army, all the ships and all the cars that I've given. All my previous and current dealings.
And I said you can have one car on the property.
Yes, that is true. I forgot about that part.
Wow, one car. Wow.
You gonna sign the paper?
And this is exactly what you read out loud?
Yes.
It doesn't say anything about all the things you can return.
Oh, I didn't. That's just the thing. It's a vocal agreement that is on record.
You can read this line out loud when I send it back to you.
Thank you for welcoming me to your lovely abode. All of my previous and current dealings will be revoked, but this doesn't affect future dealings.
Hands and signed.
Steve, you said you're gonna live a quiet life. You can be revoked at any time.
All my previous and current dealings inside of the city,
I'll give you a week for everything to be recalled.
Okay.
And I expect now deals you want to work out with Mike for the recalling of your stuff. That's up to you. But
Okay.
you have a week to work out your business dealings to get everything recalled and revoked back.
May I have all of my stuff back?
You may.
Thank you.
Now may I have it back?
You signed. Right on the dotted line.
You want to play that game?
It is vocally said as of 5:33 p.m. 2/23/23. I'm now a resident of Dansbury.
You got fleeced today.
I didn't get fleeced.
Andy emphasized it a lot of times, current and.
Want to make sure that was all right.
Yeah, but at any moment you can be evicted from Dansbury.
That's not a contract that I would want to be a part of.
What do you mean? It's a contract that everyone's a part of. You can just be evicted from the city at any moment.
That's fine. A
For
bomb
violating the rules.
in the city at any time. Too. Lego bomb.
At any moment, you can get served with a ticket to be for your removal.
I was already giving Dan a taste of what was to come when I was making it rain wheat thins from the sky into.
I just gotta figure out how to get all the teleporter and stuff back.
Oh, you lose the teleporter.
That wasn't one on there. That was a weapon. You said
What?
weapons, army. That's not
said
a weapon.
anything that was
that's
given.
not. No, that's absurd.
I said all business dealings
The
must be
teleporter
revoked.
stays.
It's a temporary deal. Mike, don't worry.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Playing a dangerous game, Steve. You're gonna find yourself to be the quickest member in the Dansbury to come and go.
The thing is, he can't give that plot of land away. That's why he's offering it. He
Not
tried to
really.
offer it to many people. No one wants that little spot of land. So now he's filling that out in his city. This is what he's getting from you, and he's getting a betrayal out of you.
I can work this in my favor. Anyway, what else we got this week?
TJ building. He says this today. He says this weekend he put in a water feature, and I told him no.
What kind of water feature?
He's trying to put water in the city. He wants to add water to the city, not
Like
real
actual water?
water. No, actually, Nico did have a good idea to run a stream through the middle of Dansbury. I do kind of like, but I don't know how. That's a lot of work.
With
That's
this
a lot of
one.
custom building.
That would be
That's-
pretty sick, though.
It would be pretty dripping wet.
Take a sawzall. Make a little line.
Well, we would cut it. Yeah, we would cut it. But now, like, you got to figure out how to work it in where it goes all. I mean,
Clay.
what?
You have clay, have a little bucket underneath that runs the water. It
Not
sucks
real
up-
water.
Oh.
Like just like the water plates.
Oh, I thought you meant real water. Because real water would be a lot easier than having to do all that.
I did find a couple boats in the back room.
I have a couple of Coast Guard and fire boats in the back. So we'll see. TJ's playing a dangerous game too. He's putting in a lot of non-Legos into the city, and that's not really the rules. The cranes are non. He's added all these little different knickknacks.
Well, is it non-Lego or non-building blocks? Because you open that all up with General James when it opened.
Hey, sure.
When I say Legos, I refer to the general term of building block. Lego is, in my eyes, just like the word Little League is a general term for playing youth baseball. Legos is a general term for building blocks. Even though they do absolutely have the right to the word Legos. But when I say Legos, I mean just a sense of building.
So therefore,
I mean, let me
the
try to
elite
rephrase
and Spartan
what I-
army are very
let
much
me try
allowed.
to rephrase what I just said. What did I say when you said Lego?
You said
Oh,
building
look,
blocks.
everything in the city can be building blocks. I gotta start saying building blocks.
So
Lego-like
therefore, the
features.
Spartans are fair game.
Whoever said they weren't fair game.
Just saying. Just so you can't whip that out down the line. It's on record.
You just don't have the rights to them anymore.
Oh,
That
I
is
do,
true.
pal.
They're under my control. But I have a lot of thinking.
The pickup truck and the companies seem to pick them all up. Might be served with a notice.
I still have plenty of members of
Cease
my
and
own.
desist.
It might be time to order
So when
my
you
own
so when you
army.
teleport, when you go through the portal to Stansbury, you're stuck there. You can't portal
I
back.
can find a way back. There's plenty of people I could work with to get a way back.
How? The spaceship activity is limited.
And I do still have my little spaceship ride.
Well, if you need a ride.
That one that has the built-in rocket on the bottom.
You're not able to come and go space-wise into Dansbury.
Why not?
That's what the Coast Guard building's for. It monitors all traffic
This is
in and out
the
of the
kind
city
of guy you're
from
dealing with, Steve.
from outer space.
Well, what
Yeah,
if-
he lets Nico in for free with a full droid and Doc Ock art. Not only that, he's running against Dan for mayor. He littered the city with Nico signs.
He asked for the plot of land. I said, you want to build a plot of land?
For
I
free.
offered you the plot
The
of
most
land.
notorious criminal in the whole
Oh,
city.
Mike, please.
The butler.
You ran a train off the,
the
city
whole,
and crashed
the
it.
master of the butler is there.
Okay, you were involved in the TJ
I
Joker
also
team.
just got done building it and then rebuilt it afterwards, so I think that cancels out. That was a complete accident, amended by my own.
I don't know. You were looking to have a fly off there.
I had to test the limits, yes.
Okay, just like you flew the train about 20 minutes ago, how fast you could around the thing, and almost flew off. The
I know
turn.
its limits now.
And I offered you that plot of land right next to Nico. You can build your.
I don't want to be
anywhere.
anywhere near Nico.
And you can
Dan.
put all your people on. Well, the people you have left now, all the people on there. I never said you're limited to what you can put on your plot of land.
I have a full army still.
As long as it's to scale.
I have me. I have the Pea Lady. I have the Sandman.
You steal
I
all
have
the people.
I have the Monkey. I have the Blue Man. And I think that might be. I have my own Master Chief and Warhawk.
That is true.
I don't need the Master Chief. It's to scale.
The Mandalorian.
The Master Chief's not to scale.
He's a building block.
That's a lot.
But it's got to be to scale.
It's to scale.
That's highly questionable.
Some of it is. The spaceships there could be really any size.
So we added the Autumn's House for the Friends series. I added the two outdoor ambulance vehicles. We added the horse and buggy, or the horse with the trailer. We added the triangle cape house that's got to be built. The Jazz Club's had a holding pattern because they're missing pieces. The Home Alone house
So
got
absurd.
added. What else was added? The police chief, I got a new vehicle.
Anything TJ added?
He also added a police.
Well, actually, we added 2 trains. 'Cause I don't think we talked about that. We have the guest express for all the common travelers, and we have the freight train that TJ's trying to do.
He does have quite the little situation going over
Not
there.
really. The police. the reality is that the police can storm the Narrows and they'll be done with, and that's it.
He did kind of get
I mean-
worked in his last game of Legos.
What?
I say he did kind of get done over in his last game of Legos.
He got very much done over. But the reality is, it works just like if we have reason to suspect foul play in the Narrows, we can issue a search warrant at any time, and the police can go in. And we can confiscate and take everything that we feel is unsafe to the general public of Dansbury.
That's fine, but there will probably be a price to doing so.
Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for, where Mike's place will be.
Nice.
I'd like to see you try, pal.
Mike, it's gonna come.
It's not coming.
The time is coming.
That's fine. You'll have to make the choice, and with
There
choices,
is no choice.
and with,
You were warned
and
before
with
you even
choices,
put it there.
Dan, come consequences. So
It's a
if that's the
temporary
choice you
holding
want to
place.
make, then
It's a
so be
temporary
it.
holding place. You will be evicted.
I'm not
out.
gonna make threats. I'm just gonna say there will be consequences.
And you will be moved. Now, if it works out well, then you can be the one to move yourself. But if it comes to, I will move it.
That's fine.
We've offered you plot of land out in the residential. You know, it's not even zoned correctly. That's commercial property. It's not zoned for residential.
We'll see, Dan.
There's nothing to see. Zoning is zoning. You can't violate the zoning laws.
We'll see what happens if my house gets moved. You've been warned. And Steve is now a target as well until he makes some sort of agreement.
Look at this chick journal.
And you want to, and being right next to Nico, I could have Nico deploy his droids on there at any time.
that Nico will be removed from the city. Nico follows the same rules everyone else follows.
Doesn't look like it.
What do you mean?
He's running against the mayor. He wants to make his own rules.
That's not even a race.
And then as soon
Those
as we vote him into
those signs are propaganda and will be taken down. There is no mayor election right
and
now.
then when Nico's in charge, he's going to start making the rules around there.
And we see how those rules are in the fantasy league, aka dictatorship.
It didn't really phase
You
me.
think the Dan dictatorship is bad, the Nico dictatorship is probably far worse.
I thought things went pretty swimmingly, other than someone almost dying at the end
Of what?
of NFL.
Oh.
Yeah.
A lot of questionable things.
One
happened
could
at
say
Dan Powell.
likely handled it better than you did. You would have been sweating bullets if you had to deal with that situation.
The reality is Nico had two easy people to deal with. The reality is you can say one way or another.
There was a lot of emotions there.
I look at it this: if Tyler was involved, if Tom was involved, if I was involved, if Mike was involved, if TJ was involved, if Jeremy was involved, and if Nate was involved, and probably Steph, okay? Any of those people, no matter what way, there would have been a huge debacle. You're not wrong. He literally got the two easiest people that he really couldn't have. But am I wrong with that?
Yeah.
Let's say we'll put it this way. Let's say it was Mike and Tom. Okay, and he did it the way he did it, rule-wise, and you lost. You'll be going on a holy hell sprint and flipping out. And
He's lucky that where it worked out is that no matter what happened, Austin probably would have won. No matter all the alternatives that he could have offered. I went through and I crunched the numbers after. No matter what they would have done, Austin would have beat Adam. So.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in the general, like, let's say it was a situation you and TJ, but it was you and Tom. You would have flipped out.
Yeah.
And if you wanted Tom would have flipped out. If Tyler was in there, Tyler would have flipped out. Nate would have flipped out.
It would have been a lot
Steph
tougher.
would have flipped out. I would have flipped out.
Nico did offer solutions, but they just didn't want to go with that. He offered to go week 18 with the remaining players, but Adam was too enraged to see that was a pretty good choice. He just said, no, forget it.
Did Austin was willing to do that?
If we were going where Nico the dictator was saying, he didn't have a choice. So.
Either way, I think.
But even if they did do that, Austin would have
I think
won,
Nico got
so.
two of the easiest people to deal with in that situation. Anyone else, there would have been a huge debacle.
That was tough.
Could you imagine having two big people going after each other, like you and Tom, or you and I, or you and Tyler, or Tom and Tyler, or Jeremy
If I was in
and
that
me, or
situation, I would have just wanted a legit ending to it.
Mike. No.
Yeah.
No matter what way it was going to go, if you were losing, you would have made a big fit about
The
it.
thing they were fighting about was the money, so which wasn't.
Which, quite frankly, is in my eyes the wrong thing about it anyway. You should be fighting for the championship.
I would just want a clean finish to the matchup after everything that happened, but.
They were fighting over the money.
So, everything worked out as it should. I think Adam got to squeeze out a little more from Austin.
Which is ridiculous. That's a whole other debacle for. I've already laid out that if I'm going to participate in this year in the league, I want an all league meeting where everyone is present. I
refuse to take part in any.
I don't think I'm asking a lot. Where everyone can see everyone's face and there can be a clear cut over the rules. Everyone says they need to say, because you know what? Once the season starts, there should be no graphing about it. Or no drama.
Even if we had that meeting, it wouldn't have affected what happened this year.
No. But I still think every year there should be a meeting. A league meeting.
We pretty much do.
I have Zoom. I can set it up. Real easy to connect. Do it right off your phone.
I'd rather be dead.
Just use Discord. Discord is way better than Zoom. Mike.
I don't use Zoom either.
Well, Zoom's easy. Just click on it and you're in.
Yeah.
If anything, I would just come here and do it.
And with Discord, you can just have your own group chat there. Video calls.
And I'm still wondering if the channel will acquire the rights of the league and all of its content purposes.
That happens, I'll quit the. Come on.
That's so be it. We'll find replacements.
You could try. That league loses all meaning if someone like me or Tom quits.
Or me.
It would move on.
Yeah! I am the face of that league.
It would move on
I
despite
drive
what you're
that
better.
league and the drama that's in it.
Everyone's
better and
now
good.
Everyone's all known each other long enough to where I think we would still move on without Dan. And would probably thrive without the whining.
There'd be no. If I left, there'd be no excitement. It'd be a boring league.
Not really.
Yeah, it would.
I would still have very much joy fighting everyone else in the league.
Good.
This actually, we should talk this into existence where Dan's just not in the league. Come on. He was technically finished in last place, and that's normally.
But what's the rule?
Well, the rule is that last place gets kicked out of the
rule
league.
that trumps that rule?
I don't know.
If you win a championship, you're grandfathered into the league.
But do you really want to be if you're the last place guy?
I wasn't technically. I wasn't. First off, we've already discussed this. I wasn't technically
An
last.
honorable man should just leave and.
The last place is really what happens in the regular season. The playoffs means absolutely nothing.
Well, you want.
In fact, I may put an argument to do away with that this year.
Has this league not
There
said
should
that we
be
go?
no consolation brackets.
This league goes with what Yahoo goes with, and unfortunately, Yahoo has ruled you last place.
I agree. But, but we all know that's not last place. Those are words right out of your mouth as well when it suits you. When you were in that position,
I've never finished.
How it works.
Never finished last.
You've been in that.
I might have been close to the bottom of the drain, but never last. I'd rather, once again, rather be dead.
Honestly, here's how I look at it. I'd rather be first or I'd rather be last.
I don't know about that.
So I'm either last year I was first, this year I'm last. Either
Next
I
year,
win or I don't. I'm out.
Next year I'm not playing unless there's some sort of last place punishment and that's enacted.
I agree. There should have been one. But I have the rule is if you win a championship, you're grandfathered in. That trumps the last place law.
I saw a video the other day of some guys doing a punishment and they put an electric dog collar around the guy's neck. And they made him go into a drive-thru and order a meal, and they would just shock him while he was doing it.
I would never do that.
He's like, I get a chicken. We do have the collar already from Ash.
Nico did his punishment, didn't he?
That was absurd.
He did a stupid bets giant a bet about the Giant or the Bills and the Jets.
The Giants and the Jets. Whoever had the better record, the other guy had to get the tattoo of the
and
other
Nico
team.
just assuming this other guy would have done it, but he went and got a tattoo because he lost. I'm like, do you know? Would the other guy have gone and got a tattoo?
That is a tough one to be a part of.
But,
I would never want a team that wasn't the Raiders tattooed on me. It feels so weird.
But he get the Giants on his thing? That is awful.
As a Jets fan, that's so whack.
I'm still not sure if down the road it's a removable tattoo.
It's one of those sticker ones.
I'll make everyone believe for a couple weeks that it's real and then just...
It would be a loophole. They didn't say real tattoo in their bat, I don't think. Just like Steve with his little loopholes over there.
I'm still stewing and a brewing.
There's no loopholes.
We already decided the loopholes.
Okay, anything else to go over?
Are we doing high five tonight?
Yes, we have high five with Nico up next. Top five, or our 5 most wanting future movies.
This is a highly requested Dan topic.
No, I
so
thought
I'm expecting some riveting choices from him.
So be it.
I'm not trying to insult you. I want some riveting Dan
How do we
choices.
argue the top, or for the worst, is it movies that have sequels that suck, or?
As far as I'm concerned, there was a lot of things that qualify for this. It's like the one you wish it could be, or... So I have a list that's half dedicated to hate and half that's dedicated to realness, so we'll see.
I mean...
What do you mean, Dan?
I want to do the one I really wanted to do was future movies or future TV shows that we want, see like sequels or like ones that we've watched and we're waiting for the next season. You know what I mean? Like those type of ones. But we're gonna go with movies first, then we'll do TV shows after. Yeah, we have anything else to go over?
No.
So that's it. So that's this episode. So we'll be back next Thursday. Right here on Instant Games TV. Hope everyone has a great week. Until then, adios.
I do the Steam Deck.